All right, guys, welcome to Wiliams Grove for the 360 Spec Series. Coming at you tonight here for United Dirt Sim Series. This is Dave Ward. We're going to one of the oldest dirt tracks here in the United States. Built and opened May 21st, 1939. Yes, of course, you know all the facts. We are at Wiliams Grove. Looking like a horse race track, not a sprint car track, but we are going to unleash the beast with the 360 Spec Series here tonight, coming at you from Mechanicsburg, Pennsylvania. They are practicing right now, getting all warmed up and ready to go. Should see some great racing tonight. We have some heavy hitters that have decided to come out. So this is going to be a good night of racing here for our Spec Series. With the Spec Series, that means that all cars are running the same exact setup. And we are hoping that as a league we have put enough fuel in these cars to make it to the end tonight. We think we have, but it'll be interesting to see. So right now we've got a bunch of heavy hitters. Like I said, you got Mason Hannigan, Billy Rowley, Braden Eiler has come out. He decimated our 410s earlier this season in the first season and came out and put the beating down on all the other drivers. So it's great to see him show up. We've got that crazy Australian in the number 54. That's Chris Jones. We've got Clint Stone in the 88. Hayden Spike Harvey's out there in the number 55. He's going to be another one to watch tonight. Coulter West ran in the 305 race. He's always fast. He's got the 8th fastest practice time right now. Billy Brickley's going to be out there tonight. Aiden Beerline, one of the biggest stars of the series, though. The number 94 of Billy the Gramps Bowerman, coming out of race retirement, jumping off the microphone and behind the wheel tonight. So we'll have to see how he does. You know what? We're going to go ahead and pull him up for an interview. Billy Gramps Bowerman, how the hell are you doing tonight, sir?
I'm doing well. I'm doing Dave Ward.
Well, like I said, coming out of retirement, getting off the microphone tonight, picking up the steering wheel, you were running in those 305s. What do you think the 360s are going to bring for you tonight? That's fantastic. Show. I'm just kidding.
I love it.
I don't know if you guys saw the 305 series or not that we just got done finishing up just a little bit ago, but you look like Monster Jam out there. Billy Bowerman all over the tractor tires. You going to try and keep it off the tire tonight?
Yeah, I tried a last-minute pit stop, and it just didn't work. But my buddy Anthony Goyette from He decided to come and help me, and then he got stuck. So we both had to pull out with about 5 laps to go.
For sure. I noticed that you had that Montana musket loader loaded up and ready to go, but you just couldn't fire it off.
No, I thought it was going to sting a little bit more, but it didn't sting as bad as I thought.
That's great. What do you think for tonight? You think you got something for him?
No, not me. You got the Buckshot, you got Billy Raleigh out there, you got Eiler, you got Clint Stone and Street. You got a bunch of fast cats here. Hayden Harvey, the Spike. So you got a lot of fast. It's going to be some good racing tonight. I know Raleigh needs some good luck because I know he's been running some UDSS lately, and his luck hasn't been the best over the last 6 races since when I was announcing. So my money's on Raleigh to win.
Fantastic, Billy. Well, it's good having you come out tonight running a little bit of dirt track with us, and we're glad to see you, brother. Good luck tonight.
Thank you, man. Miss you a lot, bro. See you soon.
Love you lots. Good luck. That's Billy Bowerman, everybody, and he is going out there in the number 94. We'll keep an eye on him, and hopefully he can throw down tonight. Who else should we bring in while we're going through here? We've got about a minute 25 left. We're going to pull the old Uncle Brickley coming into the broadcast booth. How are you, sir?
Oh, I'm here.
Yeah?
Probably wreck again because it's Wiliams Grove and I hate this track.
That's fantastic. I think horses should race here and that's it. But
I agree, 100%.
well, you gonna give him hell tonight or what?
We're gonna try. We'll see what it does. With this fixed setup, I don't know if I'll be any good at it. We might be a little bit better tomorrow night, but yeah, if we could get top 3, I'd be really happy.
Well, call it out. Who's the top 3 tonight? The UC.
Who's I think's gonna be top 3?
Yeah.
Probably Braden Eiler for sure, and then it's kind of toss up. You know, you got Rally. If he can stop wrecking, he'll be up there. Hayden's been fast lately. I think he's like second points right now, and then there's a few others. Mason Hannigan showed up. He's always fast too, so probably around those 3 maybe.
Well, hopefully we can make a good night of racing of it, and good luck tonight, buddy.
Yeah, thank you. We'll try.
Give her hell.
Oh yeah.
All right, that is Billy the Uncle Brickley, also known as the Buckshot, and he is going to be fighting for it tonight here at Wiliams Grove. I want to thank everybody for coming out and tuning in. We appreciate each and every one of you guys. And we are going to see what we've got. So, practice is wrapping up, and qualifying is going to be taking to the track right now. So we will give them a couple minutes. Following Billy Rowley qualifying right now. There he is, the number 79 from Elbows Up. And he is going to try and put his name at the top of the list. We will have to wait and see. This is a gigantic track, and the cars seem to get lost on it. The 305s especially, they were turning, fairly decent lap times, but these 360s will get it done. 410s are definitely a sight to see here at this track because so much horsepower. They get flying down the straightaways, but the key here is to be able to maneuver through the corners. As you can see there, Billy Rowley running that high side and trying to keep that down. So he's sitting second right now in qualifying. Looks like Mason Hannigan on his cool-down lap after his qualifying, he was able to take that top spot. Alex Stodinger in the third spot, now dropping down to fourth. Billy Brickley, right there, the 00, taking over that second position on his last lap. Now getting dropped down to third, Clint Stone in the number 88. So one we haven't seen qualify yet. It doesn't look like Braden Eiler has put a time in. So he might be waiting to see how good he needs to do. Actually, it looks like he qualified 9th. So Braden Eiler qualifying in that 9th position. We'll have to keep an eye on him. He might be sandbagging a bit, as so they say. He is a pro driver for the iRacing series. So he can definitely get it done, definitely has the talent. Looks like Elbows Up came out in full force tonight. We've got Shea Palo, Dustin Griffiths, Billy Rowley. I mean, there's a ton of Elbows Up guys tonight, so we definitely appreciate seeing those guys show up. Daniel Ziegers also from Elbows Up. Vanderpool Racing has Hayden Harvey out there. Let me see. Wyatt Brown took home that second position in the 305s. He's out there from Green to Checker Racing. He'll be starting more towards the back of the pack. Didn't have a very good qualifying run. Sofa King Fast Sim Sports has, looks like 6 or 7 drivers out there from them as well. So this should be a good night of racing here as we're getting everything wound down for qualifying. Clint Stone still sitting on top of the board here in that top spot. Mason Hannigan in second, Billy Brickley in third. Right here you can see their times, or how far off they were from Clint Stone. So if you're looking for your favorite driver, it will cycle through there. Got about a minute 25 left for qualifying. And we're going to go ahead and thank our sponsors here real quick while we're sitting and waiting for a few minutes. Like to thank Design Metal Art right there outside of the back gate at Knoxville Speedway. Design Metal Art has all kinds of different yard products as well as engraving that they do. Pretty glad to have them as a sponsor for us. Jessup Logistics for all your logistical trucking needs. That's Mark Jessup and his company, Jessup Logistics. Sofa King, Fast Sim Sports, and Pushin' the Cushion Productions. Pushin' the Cushion Productions, always trying to get all of the United Dirt Sim Series races onto our YouTube channel. So make sure you follow us and click on the notification bell so you can find out anytime we go live for our races. Speed World Hobbies, owned by Billy Bowerman, sells all kinds of on-road RC car parts and kits, so make sure you check them out. Works Graphics, that's me actually. I do some paint jobs for the different cars here in iRacing, as well as general computer and graphic design needs. And Goyette Trucking, Anthony Goyette from Goyette Trucking. He'll be running here later on here as well. Another great series sponsor of ours. So we are getting ready to grid up for this first heat race. And it looks like they're taken to the track right now. So here we go. Starting on the inside, row number 1, going to be Lane Stevens in the number 33. Outside of him is going to be the number 30 of Shea Pallow. Row number 2 is going to be Alex Stodinger. And the number 28 outside of him is going to be Clint Stone, your top qualifier, in the number 88. Row number 3 on the inside, Baden Stewart in the number 99. Outside of him, starting in the 6th position, is going to be the number 77 of Dustin Sargent. Row number 4 is going to be the number 74 of Tyler Hershey on the inside. Outside of him is going to be the number 4 of Chase Johnson. Row number 5 is going to be Mr. KPR himself, Kenneth Payne, in the number 100 on the inside. Outside row number 5 is going to be Connor Ross in the number 35. And that is going to do it for that. We are going to be able to see them go green flag racing here momentarily. So they are getting all lined up right now, ready to cut them loose here at Wiliams Grove. For this first heat race, we're going to be coming to the 1 to go sign here. Getting ready for heat race number 1. Got some heavy hitters in here. Keep an eye on that number 99, Baden Stewart. You also have Clint Stone, your top qualifier. Shea Pallow, another name to watch, as well as Kenneth Payne. So really, in this race tonight, we have quite a few guys that have a chance at taking home a podium finish. And we will have to keep our eyes on them. Coming down the back straight here, we're going to be going green flag racing, coming out of turn number 4. Lane Stevens in that number 33 car in the black and red, going to bring him down. Right outside of him, Shea Pallow. I know it says the number 30 in iRacing. However, on screen there, you'll see him as the number 21 from Elbows Up Sim Sports. We're green flag racing at Wiliams Grove. Lane Stevens holding it down right now in that number 33 car. Here comes Clint Stone. He is working the bottom right there. You can see it. Passing Alex Stodinger. No, he is going to drop back in line. So couldn't get it done. He's going to have to settle for 4th position as it stands right now. Top 4 from this one will transfer directly to the A main. The rest of them will have to go run alphabet soup. Now you're seeing right there that third position. Alex Stodinger in the number 54. He was trying to make a move, couldn't get it done. It's the Lane Stevens show right now out there in the 33. Shea Paolo just cruising around the top side there in the number 21, holding down that second position, looking for a transfer to the A main where he can really put the fire to her. Clint Stone with that last transfer position. He has it, but Dustin Sargent wants it. Here we go. It is starting to heat up. Battle for the second position. But you've got the top 6 cars right there, all within shot of taking those transfer positions. Clint Stone going to move into the third position. Stodinger looking on the inside, trying to get back at him. Dustin Sargent shutting the door there on Tyler Hershey. So Tyler Hershey having a good run as well, trying to make his way up. A lot of great guys, and only a few positions will get you into the A main tonight. Stodinger still working on Clint Stone. Clint able to hold him off so far. Stodinger going to drive right around the outside of him. One hell of a run coming off a 2 there. He's going to pull it out. Stone going to work on the inside. Slider. Can't get it done. Hershey going to lose a spot there. Looks like Kenneth Payne now on his charge up towards the front. You can see him just in the very back there of that lead group of cars in the red, white, and black. Shea Paolo still holding down second. Not even putting any pressure on Lane Stevens at the moment. He's just biding his time right there in that transfer position. Second place, he'll take her. So now, Dustin Sargent in the number 77. Oh, and they get together. I am not sure who that was, but it was a big old mess there. I think it was Stodinger and Sargent that got together there. So Kenneth Payne sitting in fourth in that number 100. But Tyler Hershey looking on the outside right there, going to duck down. He is all over Kenneth Payne for that fourth position. Didn't get it done. It was Lane Stevens out front taking the win. Shea Paolo second. Clint Stone third. Taking home that last transfer, Kenneth Payne. Tyler Hershey right outside of the transfer position. So he's going to unfortunately have to run through the alphabet soup tonight. Here we go. Heat number 2. Heat number 2 taken to the track. Oh my goodness. We have got huge heavy hitters in this one. Here we go. Inside row number 1 is going to be that crazy Australian Chris Jones in the number 54. Outside of him in the 005, Braden Eiler starting on row number 1 in the second heat. Uh-oh. Row number 2 is going to be Andrew Holmes on the inside in the number 21, and Mason Hannigan started in that fourth position outside row number 2 in that number 1. Row number 3 is going to be Jonte Goss in the 777 and Wyatt Brown in the number 2 outside of him. Row number 4 on the inside is Matt Yorker in the number 36 and Rico Robles in the number 3 car starting outside row number 4. Row number 5, best of the rest. They call him the Wrecking Ball. It's Andrew Hansen in the number 2 car. So we are going to go to green flag racing here shortly. Got some super heavy hitters in this one. This should be interesting. I told you Braden Eiler was kind of maybe he was sandbagging a little bit. Strategy. But now he is sitting outside row number 1, and we are taking the top 4 to the A main. So here we go. He should be able to put on a clinic here in this one. Chris Jones going to bring us down to the green flag. As we come out of turn number 4, we'll be looking for the green. We're working on the backstretch right now. These guys are ready to rock and roll. That 777 of Jante Goss going to be looking for Lady Luck to be on his side tonight. He's coming from deep in the field. Here we go. Chris Jones with the jump on the start there. Not sleeping one bit. Now Eiler has to chase him down. Mason Hannigan already making a move on the inside in that 1X. Working on the number 5 of Braden Eiler. We had a couple cars come together. Not sure who that was. Tough break for them. They're going to have to go all the way through the alphabet soup. And here we go. So the Thunder from down under. The number 54, Chris Jones, right there in the black and purple. Holding it down as he speaks. Let's see. Hannigan working on the inside. Going to take over the second position for the time being from Eiler. Let's see if he can complete the pass. He's not able to get it done right now. They are running side by side. Something Chris Jones is hoping for more of as he gets it done on the outside. Now Eiler looking down low. We might be seeing a three-car wide battle going into 3 and 4 here. Nope. There's Eiler working on the inside, pulling Mason Hannigan right along with him. Can't get it done yet. Chris Jones knows that they are beating on the door. He is trying to hold off a swarm of angry hornets right now in the form of Eiler and Hannigan. There it goes. So Braden Eiler was able to pull that one off and shuts the door on Chris Jones. Chris Jones staying up high. He might get set out to dry here. He's holding down that third position. So it's Eiler, Hannigan, Jones. Wyatt Brown, who had some luck there in the 305s, now running in that final transfer position in the 4th position right there. And Rico Robles running in 5th. So here we go, a little bit further back in the field. There's Rico Robles right there in the black and blue number 3. Jante Goss, you'll see him right behind him in that 777. Andrew Hansen needs to get on it here. He must have had early bad luck early on. We're going to go back up to the lead. There is the number 5 of Eiler, followed by 1X of Hannigan. Now you've got Wyatt Brown working on the inside. Chris Jones will not give up on that outside line. He might get hung out to dry. Hopefully he can at least hold on to a transfer position. He's doing it so far. Watch him right there in the black and purple. He is hanging in high and handsome. But Wyatt Brown working on that inside line, and it looks like that might be working a little bit better at the moment. Top 3 drivers now all working on the inside line. Chris Jones going to hold down that checkered flag. He's going to hold down that transfer position. So Rico Robles finishing in that 5th position. Braden Eiler, Hannigan, and I missed the 3rd place car. I apologize, guys. Here we go. We are gridding up for heat number 3. We are wasting absolutely no time. They are getting ready to roll out right here for heat number 3 of this 10-lap heat race. Top 4 will be going directly into the A main. All others will be racing the alphabet soup. Inside row number 1 in that number 4 car right there, you see Tyler Street. Daniel Boyd outside of him in the number 15. Row number 2 is going to be the number 82 of Dustin Catch Fence Griffiths. And the double out of Billy the Buckshot Brickley in the 00. Row number 3 is going to be Daniel Zegers, another elbows up guy right there in the number 8 car. And Randy Shreves, another Sofa King out there in the number 56. Row number 4 on the inside is going to be Dustin Shreves in the number 40. And on the outside of him, Billy the Gramps Bowerman in that number 94. And rounding out the field, row number 5 is going to be Johnny Coulier in the 144 and Timothy Brantley in 44. Not sure. It doesn't look like he made the start, though, so hopefully everything's all right with him. So, Tyler Street racing the 410s in real life, and we have matched his paint job. So that's his actual paint scheme for his car. We just changed a little bit from the blue that he normally runs in the gray spot. So it's gray on his sim car and blue in his regular. Here we go. We're going to go to green flag racing. Tyler Street all over the loud pedal. Going to take over that top spot. Dustin Griffith slides into that second position. And here we go. Daniel Boyd in third right now, and Daniel Ziegers in fourth. So the Buckshot dropping back into the fifth position. Let's see, battle for the lead. That inside line is hot. Hot, hot, hot. And right there, Griffith's going down low. Street staying up high. Now he's going to try and cut it down a little bit lower line. Hopefully my teammates can figure out that the low line is the fast line at the moment. Street dropping into that second position in that number 4. Here we go. Randy Shreves pulling into the third position with Dustin, his cousin, right behind him in that number 40. Right there as they battle for that third and fourth position. Daniel Boyd in fifth and Billy Brickley in the sixth position. Here we go. Dustin looking up on the high line. Randy Shreves going to stay on that low line. Dustin Shreves taking over the third position with one hell of a run coming out of 4 there. Randy trying to get it done. Maybe that top line is coming back in. Dustin Griffiths pulling about 4 car lengths on Tyler Street at the moment. He has got that top spot. And that number 82, Catch Fence Apparel, elbows up Sim Sport machine right there. In the third position, still Dustin Shreves. He is running very high line, right up there up against that cushion, banging that right rear off it. Billy Brickley now moves into the fifth position. He is starting a charge later on in the race. He's battling right now with Randy Shreves for the fourth position. So battle for the transfer right there between 2 of the Sofa King Fast Sim Sports guys. And Randy Shreves going to drop back in line for the time being. No changes up front right now. Dustin Griffiths in that number 82 machine. Showing the fast line around the track. Tyler Street definitely working that bottom line as well, so it seems to be working for him. But right behind him, then you have some highline guys that seem to have their cars hooked up on the outside. So even though this is a fixed setup, it seems to be pretty stable to run pretty much wherever you want. And that is it. So your top 4 is going to be Dustin Griffiths with the win. Tyler Street in second. Dustin Shreves third. Billy Brickley fourth. Randy Shreves in fifth. That is the top 5. They are finishing up right now. Billy Bowerman, unfortunately, finishing in that 9th position. So he's going to have to run up through the field in the lower mains. Here we go. Heat race number 4. Rolling out on the track right now. Starting on the inside, row number 1 is going to be John Ruby. Starting outside of him is going to be Aiden Beerline. In that number 18 car, row number 2 is going to be Trace Olson, who had a great run there with the win in the 305 class. Now going to be trying his hand here at the 360. He's going to be starting inside row number 2. Outside of him, the veteran, number 79, Billy Rowley. Rowley's had some tough breaks here with the United Dirt Sim Series running in some of the races. And hopefully tonight is going to be the night he can turn that all around. Row number 3 on the inside, sitting second place in points, the number 55 of Hayden Spike Harvey. Outside of him, Anthony Goyette from Goyette Trucking in the number 29. Row number 4 on the inside is going to be the number 37 of Jeremy Isabel. Outside of him is going to be Coulter West in the number 10 car. Another guy finished top 3 in the 305 race. Row number 5 is going to be Jason Crackey in the 911. So it's going to be an emergency for him. Hopefully he can spin the tires and light the fires, and let's see what we can do as we get ready to go green flag racing here for heat race number 4. So John Ruby going to pull him out. Lead. Hopefully he can lead the first lap there. Looks like tough break for Hayden Spike Harvey. And sitting in that 4th transfer position at the moment is Billy Rowley in the number 79 with some heat coming from Anthony Goyette. So let's see how it works out. John Ruby getting it done so far in this one early on here in the 4th heat race with 8 laps to go. Aiden Beerline right there gives him a little love tap, letting him know he's there. Trace Olson sends it in hard. Hoo-wee, these guys are battling hard for those top 4 transfer positions. Beerline went from 2nd to 4th. Rowley now sitting in that 2nd position. Trace Olson in 3rd in the 0 right there. But it's the John Ruby show. Rowley looking on the inside right now as they get ready with 6 laps to go. Rowley couldn't get it done on the inside. Here we go. John Ruby holding off Billy Rowley. Billy Rowley gonna take it right there. Had to work for it though. In the number 79. Elbows up SimSport powered machine. Billy Rowley taking over the lead. Trace Olson still sitting in 3rd. Aiden Beerline in 4th. Hayden Harvey with some problems early on in the race. Now battling through, going to work. Punching that time clock, trying to get these laps in. Hayden Spike Harvey trying to get that last transfer position, so be looking for a move from the number 55 car. 3 laps to go. Billy Rowley starting to stretch it out just a little bit over John Ruby and Trace Olson. Aiden Beerline holding down that last transfer position, but Hayden Harvey wants it. Here he comes. He's starting to gain some momentum as we're winding down, coming to the white flag. Harvey puts it in the wall. Not hard, but enough to take the momentum away. I think Aiden Beerline going to try for the 3rd position now. He's looking on the outside of Trace Olson. Olson shuts the door. Beerline gets into him. Let's see. Hayden Harvey trying to go down for the drag race. Not going to get it done. So, unfortunately, wow, they got together right there after the line. So, Rowley with the win, Ruby second, Olson third, and Beerline fourth. Hayden Harvey going to have to go down to run the alphabet soup. All right, so C Main getting ready to kick off here. This will be a 12-lap race. I'm unsure of how many will be going for the transfer position, but I think it should be about top 8. Here we go, getting ready to line up here. Starting inside row number 1 on the pole position is going to be Johnny Coulier in the 144. Starting outside row number 1, Anthony Goyette from Goya Trucking in the number 29. Row number 2 on the inside is going to be Chase Johnson in the number 4. Outside of him in the number 2 car is going to be Andrew Hansen. Row number 3 is going to be Daniel Ziegers in the number 8. Outside of him is going to be Jason Kratke. Row number 4, the number 77 on the inside is going to be Dustin Sargent. Outside of him is going to be Matt Yorker in the number 36. Row number 5, good old Gramps, Billy Bowerman in the number 94, sponsored by Speed World Hobbies, and Coulter West in the 10C outside row number 5. Row number 6 is going to be Alex Stodinger in the number 28, and outside him is going to be Timothy Brantley. And that is going to do it. So we will keep an eye out here. This should be a good one. Here we go. We are going to be green flag racing, I do believe. This time, here we go. We are lighting the fires. And they are off in this C main. Chase Johnson going to bring him down. With Anthony Goyette in that second position, now dropping into third. Look at Ziegers. Ziegers on a mission in that number 8 machine. Oh! Gets together with Anthony Goyette. Goyette got the better end of that deal. 77 of Dustin Sargent in third. We're going to go to a caution flag. So unfortunately, it looked like Ziegers wasn't able to hold on to her coming out of 4 there and came up into Anthony Goyette, but he definitely got the worst end of that deal for sure. So that's going to set Ziegers back just a little bit, and he's going to have to work his way back up. Hopefully he'll still be able to get a transfer position into the B main. So we should be double file restart here once again here in the 360 Spec Series at Wiliams Grove. Got a lot of great drivers in this one. When everybody has the same setup, it definitely comes down to who the better driver is and who can get it done and stay consistent. Looks like Andrew Hansen pulling back up to the back end of the field there. Hopefully he can make it into the B and into the A main ultimately. Should be seeing a double file restart here, and they should be doing it as they're going to come across the line here, and it's going to be 1 to go, I do believe. So Anthony Goyette right there in the number 29. sitting outside of front row from Sofa King Fast Sim Sports. Trying to get it done. Chase Johnson with it so far. He is on it too, boy. And we are down to green flag racing. Chase Johnson with the lead. Goya going to look down low. Dustin Sargent looks even lower. 3 wide as they go through 1 and 2. They were able to shake it all out, but it wasn't very pretty, that's for sure. Goya taking over the lead now. Dustin Sargent. Whoa! Hold on to her, boys. My goodness, Dustin Sargent with big brass balls right there. Now Andrew Hansen coming from the back of the field, sitting in the 3rd position in that number 2 car. You can't miss him. He is all fluorescent all the time. Getting a little crazy right in front of him. Hopefully these guys can settle down. This is the C main and we need to transfer some cars. We can't have a yard sale. It is heating up in this one, and this is only the C main, guys. I have no clue. Look at that. 2 cars into the outside wall. It was Zegers as well as Chase Johnson. So that's going to bring Stodinger up into the 3rd position. Hansen into 2nd. At that last restart, he was in like 9th place. The fluorescent colors getting down with the clown right there. The wrecking ball just hits it into the wall, bounces. Oh, whoa. Now he's sitting in 3rd. Is he going to hold on to her? He's giving her all she's got, Captain. Dropping back into 3rd, but look at that. Goyette looking down the inside of Zegers. Woo-wee. They are throwing him in there hot. Hot. Dustin Sargent, glad he is out front. He is just, I think he's already planning on what he's going to do in the B main, so that's good. All he's got to do is hold his line. The rest of the guys are just battling like it's the end of the world, like it's A main. Zegers puts it in the wall again. Goyette going to take it on the inside. So here we go. Hansen and Goyette running in 3rd and 4th. Zegers trying to power around the outside, even though he put it in the wall. He is trying everything he's got. Hansen all over that 3rd position at the moment. Not going to get there to the 2nd place, but it's going to be Sargent, Stodinger, Hansen, Goyette, Zegers, Johnson, Kratke. Great racing right there coming out of the C main. So here we go. B main getting ready to line up on the track here. This is going to be crazy, guys. The C main had cars all over the place and battling like tooth and nail. So you can only imagine as it's going to get better as the night goes on. Here we go. Row number 1 on the inside is going to be Tyler Hershey in the number 74. Outside of him is going to be Rico Robles in the number 3. Row number 2 is going to be Randy Shreves in the number 56 and Hayden Spike Harvey in the number 55. Row number 3 is going to be Connor Ross in the number 35 and Jonte Goss running the lucky number 7, 777s. Row number 4 is going to be Daniel Boyd on the inside in the number 15 car, and outside of him is going to be the number 37 of Jeremy Isabel. Row number 5 is going to be Baden Stewart in the number 99 and Andrew Holmes in the number 21. Row number 6, Dustin Sargent in the 77 with that C main win. Alex Stodinger in the 12th position outside row number 6 in the number 28. Row number 7 is going to be the number 2 of Andrew Hansen and Daniel Zegers in the number 8 car from Elbows Up. Here we go. Let's see what they've got. So there's a good picture right there of the front row. You got Rico Robles and Tyler Hershey sitting out there. Right behind him in that row number 2 in the black, red, and white Vanderpool Racing powered machine. Your second place points 55 of Hayden Harvey as we go green flag racing. Here we go. Trying to get into the big show. This one's for all the marbles, kids. We are flying down. Tyler Hershey going to hold down, going through 1 and 2 in the lead. Rico Robles in second. Hayden Harvey already on the move in that third position in that number 55 machine. Now Randy Shreve's going to take it over. These guys are battling. Shreves throws it all the way sideways. He looked like he was too fast and too furious for that corner. Sitting in that fourth position. Here we go. Hayden Harvey holding down third. Robles second. Tyler Hershey in first. Connor Ross now trying to make his way up, as well as Jeremy Isabel. And those C main drivers are still working on it. Oh, I smell a caution a-coming. Because holy cow, we got one in the wall, one sideways, two sideways. That's Hayden Harvey, too, in that number 55. Not quite sure what happened there, but holy cow. That one went to hell in a handbasket. We had a yard sale as we went into the corner there. Somebody was licking the stamps and sending it. That is for sure. Tyler Hershey way out front. Rico Robles in that second position. Then it's Shreves, Harvey, Isabel, top 5. Stodinger in 6th, Boyd 7th, Andrew Holmes in 8th, and Hansen in 9th. So we are getting them restacked, re-racked. Ten laps to go in this B main. Top 8 will transfer. So right now, sitting in the last transfer position is Andrew Holmes. Hansen and Sargent are right behind, coming up from the C main, trying to take it into the big show. This is going to be a good one to watch, guys. 10 laps still left to go. We should be going green about 9 laps, so we'll still have a few laps to work this out and see what we come up with for the B main. Tyler Hershey running his butt off there, and that number 74 trying to stay ahead of all these fast cats. Right now, Rico Robles outside of him on that front row. Randy Shreves and Hayden Harvey still sitting in the second row. Stodinger and Isabel sitting in row number 3. So Isabel's trying to make his move up through the field and getting up there right now. So he's in that 6th position, definitely transferring into the big show. We'll have to keep an eye on everybody else. As it stands right now, we are going to go green flag racing. We're looking. Here they come out of turn number 4. Tyler Hershey with one hell of a start there. Rico Robles sends it in hot way up the track. Randy Shreves looking on the inside. Also Hayden Harvey right there. Yahtzee. Wow. Jeez, oh Pete's. Look at that. They're going to be 3 wide as they go into the corner. Where did Randy Shreves go? There he is. He was the cream in that Oreo cookie right there. Hayden Harvey taking over the second position. Robles into third. Can't give up on Randy Shreves sitting in third. Look at Tyler Hershey, though. Right now it's the Tyler Hershey show. He is out front kicking it in that number 74 machine. Hayden Harvey and Randy Shreves right there. Look at the wasp nest right there coming from back. So Hansen able to pull into that last transfer position in 8th. Something happens to Shreves. He puts it into all the way into pit road. So he is done. He is calling it a night. You cannot rejoin the track once you're on a green flag. So that's going to call it a night for Shreves, unfortunately. Well, he might be able to pull back out now. We do have a caution flag coming out on the speedway. I wish I knew what happened to him. He was running up there in that second or third position. So Tyler Hershey right there in the number 74. And he is getting after it in this B main. Look at that, your second place points person right there from Vanderpool Racing, Hayden Spike Harvey. Always points racing, but he is very consistent. That's why he's in second right now in that point series. And he is repping it, getting ready to get into the big show. He had a little bit of problems there in the heat race and having to work his way in, but he's not afraid of it. Alex Stodinger in the number 28 right behind him in the third position. Fourth is going to be Daniel Boyd. In the fifth position is going to be Andrew Hansen in the number 2. So another good run for him. He's been putting on some good shows there. And hopefully he can make it into the big show here as the top 8 will be going. So sitting in that 9th position right now is Daniel Zegers in that number 8 car. Red, white, and blue up on that high side. So we will keep an eye on him, see if he is able to make anything happen to get into this race. We're going to go back to green flag racing. It looks like with 2 laps to go. Or it might be a green-white checkered. I'm not quite sure, folks. Can't see that information at the moment. I apologize. Here we go. 2 laps to go. No, it is green-white checker. I take that back. So, Tyler Hershey in the number 74. Oh, my broadcast took a dump there for a minute. So it is 2 laps to go. I apologize. Here we go. 74 of Tyler Hershey working on that low line. Hansen getting together there. Not quite sure what happened to him. It looks like he dropped out. Unfortunately, he was having one hell of a run. Here we go. Hayden Harvey in second. Stodinger wants that position. Coming down to the checker flag, it's going to be Tyler Hershey with the win. Second, Harvey. Third, Stodinger. Fourth, Boyd. Fifth, Jeremy Isabel. Sixth, Stewart. Oh, 6 is Robles. Holmes in 7th. 8 is Zegers. 9th might be Stewart. So we will have to keep an eye out and watch to see who actually got that last transfer position. So we are rolling into the warm-up right now. They are going to be rolling out, rolling in the track, getting everything ready to go for this A main. All right, guys, so they are still warming up here for the 360 Spec Series. Let's see who's throwing down some fast times. Looks like Hayden Harvey took a pit stop there. Mason Hannigan with the fastest lap on the track. Billy Brickley in second. Kenneth Payne in third right now. Now Tyler Street moving up into second, which will bump Billy Brickley down to third. And Shea Paolo in fifth. Griffiths in sixth. Rowley seventh. So all these guys have about, less than a tenth of a second in between them. So it should be a great race. Follow along with Billy Brickley there for a minute. Old Billy Brickle Pickle putting it in the wall there. Not quite sure what happened with that. But I guess might as well get it out of warm-up, get it out of your system now instead of during the race for sure. Tyler Street in that number 4. We'll ride along with him for a minute. So here's what it looks like for the actual drivers. Riding along right now with Tyler Street. You can see him sawing the heck out of that wheel, keeping the car moving. Listen to that motor sing right there. Can't hardly see. And we're going to duck back out here. About a minute 30 left in the warm-ups. Let's drop back and take a look at a few other cars here. There's Kenneth Payne from Kenneth Payne Racing in that number 100 in the red, white, and black. Great looking car. Shea Paolo. Oh, she's sitting in the pits. Dustin Catch Fence Griffiths right there. Sponsored by Crescent Donuts and all kinds of other sponsors there on the car. Billy Rowley doing a great job painting those elbows up cars. There's his car as well. In the number 79. Oh, the Billies were running back to back there. Look out, that's always dangerous. Those two guys will drive each other as hard as they can, as clean as they can. But they're always a lot of fun to watch battling. Glad to see Rowley making the A main tonight. Like I said, he has some problems usually earlier on in the night, and he's not able to join us all the time. So it's great to see him out here and having a good time and making that A main. All right, folks, so that's going to just about do it for the warm-up. They're taking the checker flag right now, putting it in the wall, packing it in. I don't know what all they're doing. But we are going to go on for the A main feature race coming at you here in just a second. They are gridding up. And here we go. Inside row number 1 is going to be the number 33 of Lane Stevens. Outside of him is going to be the number 5 of Braden Eiler. Row number 2 is going to be Dustin Griffiths in that third position, starting inside row number 2 in the number 82. Billy Rowley in the fourth position, outside row number 2 in the number 79. So elbows up, man, they are stacking the deck up towards the front here. There's another elbows up car right there. The number 30 on the inside, row number 3 of Shea Paolo. And Mason Hannigan outside of him in the number 1. Row number 4 is going to be Tyler Street in the number 4 on the inside. And John Ruby outside of him in the 6 car. Inside row number 5, Sofa King Fast Sim Sports, number 88 of Clint Stone and Wyatt Brown in the number 2. Dustin Shreve's going to start inside row number 6 in the number 40, and Trace Olson in that 0 car outside of him, row number 6. Inside row number 7 is going to be Kenneth Payne in the number 100, and outside row number 7 is going to be Chris Jones, the crazy Australian, the Thunder from Down Under in the number 54. Row number 8, the Buckshot, Billy Brickley in the double aught, and Aiden Beerline in the 13A. Row number 9 is going to be Tyler Hershey in the number 74, and Hayden Harvey in the number 55 outside of him. Row number 10 is going to be Alex Stodinger in the number 28 and Daniel Boyd in the number 15 outside row number 10. Inside row number 11 is going to be Jeremy Isbell in the number 37 and Rico Robles in that number 3 car. Row number 12 is going to be the number 21 of Andrew Holmes on the inside and Daniel Ziegers in the number 8. That's going to do it. So lots of people to watch here, folks. This one should be a really good race. Lane Stevens going to bring him down to the green flag. But watch for Eiler, Griffiths, Rowley, Paulo, and Hannigan all to make their moves early on in this one. It's going to be 40 laps is the distance. We are going to cut them loose right now. Lane Stevens taking us to the green flag. Eiler looking on the inside. Catchfence looking on the inside as well. Rowley looking outside. Oh, they're getting together mid-pack. That was Mason Hannigan getting into Shea Paulo there. A little scuffle for position. Now they're wadding up. Oh, no. We are going to have a caution flag come out. We are going to get him reset, re-racked, restacked. Unfortunately, not sure who that was. I know it looked like Hannigan was getting part of the crappy end of that deal, and it looks like he might have, as well as Jeremy Isabel. Might have even been Dustin Shreves and Wyatt Brown involved in that one as well. So tough break for those guys. Hopefully they can get fixed and back out onto the track. Lane Stevens going to still be your leader. And Eiler in second. Braden Eiler in that number 5 car. Like I said, came out for our 410 class and took home a bunch of money. Broke a lot of hearts that people had their eyes on the prize. And he came in and snatched it. Billy Rowley in the number 79. Can never count that guy out. He is coming. The tuna can is coming. He likes to broadcast on Twitch also, so I want to thank those guys for showing up. Dustin Griffiths in the number 82, going to be sitting in 4th. Shea Paulo in 5th in the number 21. Tyler Street in that number 4 car, going to be sitting in the 6th position. Clint Stone in 7th in the number 88. And the Thunder from Down Under, the number 54 of Chris Jones, sitting in 8th. So we should be going back to green flag racing here momentarily. Let's see. Eiler let Stevens get out on him on that first start, so we'll have to wait and see if he's going to allow that to happen again, or if he's going to try to be there. Of course, the driver on the inside gets to set the pace, but the outside line needs to pay attention, and Eiler is one of the best. Watch this restart. There it is. Loses a lot less ground on the restart, and look at him diving in there. Licking the stamp and sending it. Braden Eiler on the inside. So is Billy Rowley. Hoping to keep it green and not have a yard sale. We're looking good so far. Eiler out front, that number 33 of Lane Stevens, dropping into the 2nd position, working that higher end. Stevens putting the pressure on Eiler, gets into him just a little bit. Now Catchfence going to try and make it a 3-way battle. Tyler Street coming up into that 4th position. Rowley all the way back into 6th. So not sure what happened there, but he went backwards in a hurry. Dustin Griffith's coming, bringing Tyler Street along for the ride. Tyler running about that midline. That doesn't seem to be doing too bad for him, actually. He has got a lot of pressure on him from the elbows up Sim Sport guys. But right now it's Braden Eiler out front, leading the way. Oh, Street gets put up into the wall there on lap number 8. So Street going to drop back to 6th. Rowley now battling back up on the inside, trying to bring Street with him. But Brickley right behind him. Haven't been announcing his name too much tonight. Looks like he's starting to make his charge now as we are about a quarter of the way in. 10 of 40. And there you see Billy Brickley in the 00. That red car making his way up through the field. Slicing and dicing like this is Fruit Ninja. We're riding right now. We're focused on Billy Rowley. He's sitting in that 4th position. Top 3 have pulled away slightly. That's Griffiths, Lane Stevens, and Eiler. Oh, now Lane Stevens puts it in the wall, gets it upside down. Of course, Rowley's there to catch him. Dang, Rowley was having one hell of a run. He was coming back up through, and Stevens, unfortunately, lost it right in front of him. So that's going to put Rowley back into 5th. Caution is out on the speedway. We had another yard sale coming out of turn number 4. Here we go. We are getting them restacked and re-racked, ready to rock and roll. My God, there's a lot of elbows up there. Braden Eiler out front right now. And elbows up, elbows up, elbows up right behind him. Then it goes Sofa King fast, Sofa King fast. Man, I tell you, this is a great race. Great race with a lot of great drivers here. Looking right now, you have a pro driver out front. Then Dustin Griffiths is an A class. Shea Pallow's an A class. Billy Rowley pro. Tyler Street B class. Billy Brickley A class. I mean, there's a lot of A class drivers in this one, and it is great to see everybody coming out with us. About the top 6-7 guys have a chance to take home the podium finish tonight. But they've got to really work on Braden Eiler. He is unbeatable. Not unbeatable, but when he's on it, he's on it. We're going to be going back to green flag racing. Right here you go. You see Eiler bringing him down. Got his tires down into that moisture, and look at as he rocketed off of 4. Now he's going to run the high side with Griffiths and Rowley. Shea Pallow going to duck low. He takes that spot from Billy Rowley. So as you can see, they are battling right there. Kenneth Payne battling with Billy Brickley and Tyler Street, Tyler Hershey. And these guys are getting down with it, and we're not even halfway through the race yet. They are throwing it down. Another car up on the outside wall of turn number 4, but it looks like we might stay green flag racing. One car incident. Sometimes that happens. And a couple elbows up guys battling right there. That is Shea Palo and Billy Rowley battling for that third position. Kenneth Payne holding down fourth. Brickley dropping back into 10th place. Not quite sure what happened to him. Now Hayden Harvey getting into the wall. Brickley helping him out. Oh my goodness. Hopefully we have a caution out on the speedway. Doesn't look like we're gonna though. There it is. So caution coming out on the speedway. Not what Eiler wanted. Braden Eiler is a super fast cat, but Dustin Griffiths is pretty freaking awesome as well. Billy Rowley, so he did not want these guys to get bunched back up again. He has to work to get out on him just a little bit off that start. And if Griffiths, Rowley, and Palo have anything to say about it, they're going to try and chase him down as fast as possible. Here we go. Getting them re-racked and restacked. Ready to rock and roll. There you go. If you want to take a look, looking for your favorite driver right there. Should be coming to the one to go. Since we are past halfway, we will be single file restarting. So that's going to be a little bit better for Eiler, but Griffiths is not going to let him get out on him if he can help it. So we are going to go back to green flag racing here at Wiliams Grove. Going to be looking for him coming out of turn number 4. Let's watch really close as Dustin Griffiths to see what he can do with him. As they come to the green flag. Nope, Eiler was able to pull out on him. Griffiths even pulled on Billy Rowley. Sends her in hot all the way up to the wall there for Dustin Griffiths in the number 82. She didn't have enough shoes to hang on to her to go dancing with. Rowley working that outside line. He's going to take over that second position. Not going to get it done yet. So battle is for second right there. Now Griffith's going to shut the door. Rowley's coming and knocking though. He's going to try his hand down low. Tyler Hershey's hoping that that's going to work out for him. He's trying to follow him right on through. So Rowley going to take over the second position. Pulling a slider, shutting the door right there on Griffiths. Getting it done. Eiler just checking out right now. You can see he has right there. Can't even see the other guys. There they finally come into. So right now, Billy Rowley holding down that second position. Griffiths isn't going to give him any room. Here comes Tyler Hershey making it a 3-car battle for that second position. Elbows up, has to get elbows up on the wheel. Griffiths going to try, comes through with the slide job, holding down the third position. Pushing Hershey back into fourth. Shea Palo still sitting top 5. Rowley running that high side. Same with Shea Palo. As you can see them come off the corner. They are all the way against that wall on the straightaway. So they're all the way on the wall, and Griffiths and the inside line all the way up against those tires. And we're coming to 10 laps to go. Looks like got Darren Detweiler joining us here in the booth. He was having some problems with his electric. Are you there, Darren?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Hey man, how's it going? This has been a great race. We got 10 laps to go. Caution flags out on the track right now. I tell you what do you think?
I can tell you I definitely showed up at the right time, caught everything starting with the A main, so this is quite a race, and we got some talented guys up running at the front right now.
Absolutely, man. Absolutely. We've got Braden Eiler out front, and then it goes Dustin Griffiths, Shea Paolo, Rowley. Man, all elbows up drivers. Glad to see those guys come out and support us. We always love having those guys out here. Same with Eiler. That's what I was talking about. He came out for the 410s and stole everybody's money. He came out and just squashed everybody for that series. He was on one hell of a tear there.
That wasn't Eiler. That was, oh gosh. Now his name escapes me.
Was it? Did I call that wrong?
Yeah.
Wait, who was it? We got to go back.
Give me 1 second.
I got him twisted up, man. You can't take anything away from Braden Eiler, though. Eiler is out here. He is putting on a show right now, and he is getting it done.
That was Tyler Shell.
Tyler Shell. Man, I want to see that guy come back. But Braden Eiler still, I mean, what can you say about him? He's super fast cat. All these top guys are.
Yeah, you run into any of these guys in any race, and you've got your hands full.
I was kind of glad to see Rowley having a good night tonight. He hasn't done so hot with UDSS, and some of the races gets kind of a bum rap, but that's too bad. So
yeah, he's a talented driver. He has just had absolutely no luck this season, or not really much luck last season, really, with UDSS.
One driver we're missing, Jason Nygaard, wasn't able to show up tonight. And he usually does like these 360 fixed races and comes in and gives them a run too. So that's one driver missing. But right now you got Braden Eiler out front going down the back straightaway with 6 laps to go. Start calling it, Darren. You got it. My throat hurts. I'm going to take a drink.
All right, Eiler has the lead coming down to the flag stand into turn 1. And looks like Eiler's going to grab the bottom through 1 and 2, allowing Griffiths to grab the top side with a little bit of a slider there through 1 and 2. He's going to lose a little ground on Eiler, and that's going to allow Rowley to start looking back into the picture. But look at Tyler Hershey now closing up on the back of Billy Rowley. Eiler begins to stretch out his lead now. Catch fence still working the top side through 1 and 2. Not really gaining any ground on Eiler, but not losing anything either. Looking back through the field now, looks like Billy Brickley and Tyler Street starting to... that would be Kenneth Payne and Tyler Street having a little bit of a battle right now for the 4th and 5th position. 5th and 6th position. And as we look back toward the front, Dustin Griffiths now finally beginning to reel in. Braden Eiler had cut his lead down to about 7/10 on that last lap, but he's going to lose about half a second. Not sure what happened there. So your top 3 kind of stretching out the lead at the moment, and Tyler Hershey is still closing up on Billy Rowley. Rowley with a bit of a rough run there through 3 and 4, and that's going to allow Hershey to close right back on his back bumper.
Yeah, looks like Rowley's struggling to hang on to it at the moment. He's just waiting for this one to be over.
And it's about there as we're on lap 40 right now. A little contact between them.
Oh, Tyler Street! What? Yikes! That was crazy. Tyler stole that one, didn't he?
I think that that car was everything but straight coming out of turn 4, and he still managed to get it going. That was a nice little drive off the corner.
Wow, that was insane. What a crazy finish. Braden Eiler, though, man, he came out and got it done. Just put it on him. So we were definitely glad to see him show up. Dustin Griffith's always a fast cat as well there, catch fence. And Tyler Street taking home third. Fourth is going to be Billy Rowley. And here we go. Let's see if we can get him up there. There we go. Fifth is Tyler Hershey. Sixth, Kenneth Payne. Aiden Beerline in seventh. In eighth, Clint Stone. Billy Brickley top 10. He's finished in that ninth position. And 10 is going to be Shea Pallow in the number 30. All right. So we are going to do post-race interviews. And our surprising third place finisher is in there. So I'm going to pull him up right now, Darren.
All right.
Stealing the third place finish tonight in the 360 Spec Series, Tyler Street in the number 4 car.
Don't even ask me how.
Wow.
I don't even know what happened there.
Well, it looked like Rowley and Tyler Hershey might have gotten together a little bit, and I don't know if that caused them to slow down and lose all their momentum, and you were able to just hang it all out there and take her, it looks like.
That was about what it seemed like to me. I just was rolling the middle because Billy kept saying middle was there, but I didn't think I'd finish out third.
Hey, man, you had to work at it tonight. There was quite a few top drivers out here going to work tonight, for sure.
Oh, that's for sure. I mean, I was really shocked of all of the guys that were actually in the show because that's some really good guys for sure.
For sure. What do you got for him, Darren?
You know, I got to say, when you came out of turn 4, that car looked like it was all over the place. A little pucker factor coming down the straightaway.
Yeah, I could say that one because I know when I got off of 4, I kind of like mashed the gas like real quick and I started getting real sideways. So yeah, I could say my butthole was puckering on that one coming off of 4.
Well, impressive drive. You know, you stayed within striking distance, and that's all it really takes to make that top 3 is just make sure to be in the right position and capitalize. So you definitely made that happen.
Yeah. I really don't know what happened. Feels
Podium
good,
is a podium. You had the third place car. That's what happened. You just got lucky, and, you know, hey, sometimes it falls in your favor, right?
Yeah, I'll take it. Even you know, sometimes you get bad luck, and sometimes you have the good luck, and I'm just glad to get the good luck.
Absolutely. Who would you like to thank, man? Who helped get you out here tonight?
I gotta thank Silva King Fast Sim Sports, Jessup Logistics, Speed World Hobbies, UDSS. Great series. I need more people out here on this series. This is an awesome series. Work Graphic, Pushing the Cushion Productions, and of course you guys up in the booth. You know, always happy to have you guys up there.
Absolutely, man. Well, thank you very much, bro, and congrats on the third place finish tonight. Controversial finish, but you got her done. Squeaked it in there. So there you go. All right, everybody, that's Tyler Street, the number 4 car. And they're all here. You ready to do second place?
Yep. And picking up second place tonight, Catch Fence, Dustin Griffiths. Dustin, I got to say, you were strong all night. You just didn't really get a chance to dice it up with Eiler too much. He, you know, just kind of checked out, but it seemed like you had second place wrapped up the whole night. You know, run me through how the car felt out there.
Yeah, he's just honestly the better driver. He's more consistent. I knew I could keep up with him, but getting around him was going to be a whole different story. He was at the early stages. It's on the top, and that's Eiler. He's hide side hustler for a reason. But I knew my only shot was to wait for the bottom to come in and be the first one down there. And it was about lap 20ish restart. Billy and I were racing real hard for second, and Eiler went to the bottom, and I saw that, so I just chunked the wing and went down there, and uh, I think I was better than Billy once I found the bottom, but it's the bottom's real hard to hit.
Yeah, it seemed like you definitely were getting a better run through 3 and 4 than 1 and 2, but there was a couple times you went in just a little bit higher into turn 1, and it seemed like you were an absolute missile down the backstretch. I know when you and Rowley were, trading sliders or just kind of swapping positions back and forth all the way around the track, it seemed like whoever got the run out of turn 2 was going to have the lead on the next lap. You know, what were you thinking when you got to dicing it up with him?
It's always fun racing with Billy. I know he wasn't going to crash me, and I wasn't going to crash him. It was either one of us were just going to mess up, and we're both going to wreck, or it's going to be another showstopper and thriller. So it's just I always have fun racing with Billy. Yeah, a lot of respect to him. But I honestly thought in 1 and 2, sometimes you'll get lucky where in 1 and 2 a slider line will be the line, and I went to do a slider line one lap on a restart, and I got completely sideways. So the gear was real low. You couldn't really get the RPMs up for the top for like a slider line or like late in the race. It wasn't really. You can get the top in 3 and 4 if you hit it perfect, but in 1 and 2 it's just too long to way around, and with the lower gears, the bottom is just gonna get faster and faster. So yeah, we just got waxed up by Eiler. I'm not shocked about it. He's a pro driver for a reason. He won a pro race for a reason. Just happy to finish second, a pro driver, and beat a pro driver in Billy Raleigh.
Well, anytime you're on the podium and not in the in your namesake, that's a good evening. Anybody you'd like to thank this evening?
Yeah, I'd like to thank Baden Stewart, Tub. I like thank Jessup Logistics, Crusted Donut, Motorsports Beats, Her Got Real Estate, Over the Wall Photography, Elbows Up, and all my teammates that showed up tonight, and always fun hanging out with them during the races.
Right. Well, congratulations once again on the second place. Great run out there, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow night for a little more racing.
Thank you.
With the win right there, Braden Eiler. Man, how are you doing tonight?
How you guys doing?
All right, man. You had quite the rocket ship out there, even in the fixed series. Are you sure you weren't like running some hacked or running open setup or something? Because you were getting it done out there.
Top was just really fast there in the beginning, and that's just what I like to do. And it went away there towards the end, but I was comfortable enough to run the bottom and make it work.
Man, I tell you what, Dustin Griffith said you were the high side hustler, and you were definitely doing it tonight. That's for sure. And you look great up there, man. They didn't have a whole lot for you. It seemed like once you got up front, you kind of started checking out there. But you had Rowley and Griffiths and everybody back there battling for those positions right behind you.
Yeah, the car felt good once some of the fuel burned off, and was able to play with the wing and move it forward to take away a little bit of the heavy feeling once the fuel got away. But once it kind of burned off, I was able to set sail.
Well, I mean, there's a reason why why you carry that pro badge around, because you put in the time, and you definitely showed it tonight, man. You had everything it took for sure. Who would you like to thank? Who helped get you out here, man?
Everybody kins the same team. Everybody that runs the league. Also, Border Tire, Cushion, Darius Network, Jansen Dirt Media, and that's about it. And also to you guys for putting everything on.
Well, it's great having you out here, man. We haven't seen you in a little while, and we were glad to see that your schedule allowed you to be able to run with us tonight for sure.
I knew you guys were running Sunday, but I wasn't able to find what the exact time was, so I never really knew. I just kind of saw it and was like, oh, hey, they're running tonight. Let's go do it.
Hell yeah. Well, we were glad you decided to click the button, and it's always a good time having you come out and mix it up with everybody for sure. Keeps everybody on their toes, that's for sure.
I appreciate everybody putting it on.
No problem. Take care, Braden. With the win, Braden Eiler, everybody. That is going to just about do it for me. What do you got, Darren?
I think that's pretty much going to close it out for the evening. Glad I finally got my power back.
Yeah,
Thank
that's...
you, 70-mile-an-hour winds, but
yeah, we had those just like, what was the last week or the week before, so definitely feel your pain there. What do we got coming up tomorrow night?
Tomorrow night we have the 305 Outlaw Series and the 360 Outlaw Series right back here at the Grove.
Both of those are going to be open setups, folks, so it's going to be interesting to see. Tonight it was more all about the driver with the Spec Series and the fixed races. So tomorrow night it's going to be interesting to see what everybody brings as far as the setup. And, you know, I think you'll either see them setting their cars up to run the bottom line or setting them up to run the top line. But they can't all be in the same spot or you're not going to be able to pass anybody.
This is one of those tracks that rewards you for being able to kind of set up a car that'll do a little bit of both, but you got to kind of shade to one or the other, otherwise you're just going backward.
Absolutely. All right, guys. Well, thank you all for tuning in. This is Dave Ward from United Dirt Sim Series. We're going to take you out with, right now, looks like Catch Fence. For some reason, my replay is playing backwards, so we're going to call it off. Thank you guys all for joining us. We appreciate it.